Yes, I'd like to know what all your organization does to help women flee abuse.
Um, it sort of depends. I could connect you to multiple organizations,
That's what your
just
organization
depending on
does.
your,
You connect people with to multiple different organizations.
pretty much. The That's what the hotline does. Yeah.
The organization in general. What do you do outside of connect people with other
Um,
organizations?
so I volunteer for an organization called Peace Over Violence.
Are you trying to be
Um,
condescending, ma'am?
Sorry, one more time.
What does your organization do in general? Your
So
organization in
Peace Over
general, not
Violence.
you specifically, just for your. What does your organization do to help women flee abuse or help a person flee abuse?
Um, so the
This is a
the
crisis hotline,
elevator
and you don't
center.
know what you guys do. You're not educated on what you do on a crisis line.
No, I do. I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Um, so I can connect you with organizations that provide emergency
Are you trying to be
shelters,
funny, ma'am?
temporary
I've
housing.
already informed you that I wasn't just. I wanted to know what you do in general, not just connecting me somewhere else, because that's all that they've been doing in 10 years. I never really get the services. So, are you refusing to tell me
Okay.
what your organization does on the crisis line outside of
No,
just
I'm just
connect
trying
people
to
with?
explain that it's like an organization that can connect you to other organizations, or I personally volunteer for an organization called Peace Over Violence. And Peace Over Violence, um, they can provide free counseling, group therapy, self defense courses, um, legal help. Um, does that sound like anything that would be helpful for you?
You don't ever protect the person against the abuser because they haven't in all this time. They are always protecting them. Everyone I've ever been to, and most of them won't ever help me. But now they don't want the
Mm,
abuser to ever get accountability. They don't do restraining orders. They all cover for them. Every place I've ever been.
I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Um, I mean, on paper, the hope is that all these organizations do peace over violence, and when they provide legal help, they can help survivors, you know, fill out the paperwork for restraining orders or emergency protective orders.
The hope is they can help you.
That's the intention.
Oh, okay. It doesn't really happen when your abuser's controlling every step that you make and controlling your calls and hoping that he don't get caught and slandering you with mental illness because they know nobody would ever believe that someone would be allowed to hack your device and have you talk to con artists that have defrauded you out of funds years as a strategy to
Yeah.
not to get accountability for their actions and then enlist all your environments to terrorize. Nobody would ever believe that people would be so despicable to be in cahoots with it. But nonetheless,
Is that
ma'am,
what's
how do
happening?
I get started set up for services? When do I call
Um,
for crisis situations on the crisis line? When do I get the help?
I could try to help you now.
Okay, do you have shelter?
I could, I could try to connect you to an emergency shelter.
Oh,
I
you're
can't
not a
blanket.
shelter.
One more time?
This peace over violence is in a shelter.
No, it's not a shelter.
Okay, that's probably why I was connected with peace over violence.
It's probably why you were not connected with them, you said.
Are we gonna get started at any time?
Oh, yeah. 1 second.
What was your name or your employee ID?
I don't have an employee IC, but my name is Izzy.
Okay.
So in a moment, I'm going to ask you for your zip code and then, or like general area of where you live. And
Okay, and then
that
after
can
you
make
do
me
this, then
help
what
you narrow
happens?
down. And then um, I can find some emergency shelters or organizations that work with emergency shelters. Um, and then I can give you some
How do I get your
numbers to
services?
call.
How do I get your services, ma'am?
Peace over violence.
Yes, for your services.
Um, well, okay, let me know what's your zip code.
I wanted to know the process. How does it work once you get all my information? Then what happens?
Okay, so what's sort of frustrating about this organization is we're only able to work with people from certain zip codes. So let's say you are in a zip code under our organization, then I get your information,
So you just don't
which is
help
pretty
anyone that wants
extensive.
help. You that comes to you for help. If
Yeah,
someone reached out for you for help, you exclude them by zip code at a domestic
um,
violence organization. They can't
basically, yes,
relocate.
I agree. It's not great. I think it has to do with funding. Like they can only be connected to people from
Okay,
certain
I
zip
just get
codes.
catch 22s to exclude me from services everywhere I'm at, ma'am. I'm trying to prove it that my rights are really being violated on purpose. Okay, the zip
Yeah.
code is one of the shelter harassers is letting their alarm go off. I was talking about someone else.
Go ahead and give me some information, which then I
I'm
can
really not being
forward.
heard. What is the process, ma'am?
I bet you it might take 5 minutes. I get some information to fill out some paperwork, which then I forward to my supervisor. Then in the next like 2 days, I follow up with you to see if you've heard from anybody,
Well, I've
um,
already done that
and
in
we get you
person,
into the
and I
system.
haven't heard from anyone.
Oh, you already did that with Peace Over Violence?
Yes, I want to know what the status is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
She's
realize.
muted. They're probably gonna scam
Here,
that
why?
someone contacted them and they can't help me.
Do you want to give me your name, and then I can check in with um, my supervisor and ask them, and
Yes,
then if you're comfortable, I can take your cell phone number, and then I can give you a call back and let you know what they said.
I don't get my calls returned. It's a catch 22, ma'am. People play the runaround. You don't have a computer to see what's going on.
No, I don't have access to like any sort of database. I'm just a volunteer. I don't work there and have like access to stuff.
My phone says that you guys are
Um,
actors, and you put style and do all that so you can get your script. My email says that you're con artists and you are following scripts on how to exclude me from services and not get caught. So everything has to be on
I
hold, and because my calls don't get returned, and you obviously don't have a lot of knowledge on your job task, and no one has. They just are scamming not to get criminal charges for hijacking my phone system to have me talk to counterfeits that keep me from fleeing abuse and getting any kind of help. And it's quite apparent that something's wrong with these people I'm calling all these years.
yeah.
I don't understand how a crisis hotline wouldn't have a computer to be able to go in and know who they're talking to and know the status of someone's their assistance and what's going on with it. In addition to that, you're really not giving me any feedback on what your organization does. You're not giving me a safety plan. You're all over the place, like you don't want to help me.
I do want to help you. I'm sorry that it seems like I don't. Um,
Okay,
I
well
can take
then,
your name down.
so what can you do? So I want legal. Do you sign me up for legal?
You said you already put your information into Peace Over Violence.
Because I haven't received a call back, so it could be missing. So you sign me up for legal?
If you want to spend a couple minutes and I can get your info down, even though it sounds like you've already done this, and I'm sorry, but we can do it again.
Okay, so if you do it again, or you can have a supervisor call me back to see what the status
Yeah,
is on when I already did it and was ignored in person and told to leave to keep me from the whatever legal they. So you have legal. She lied and said they didn't have legal. It was another organization when I was there, and then when I said I went to go talk to him, she demanded that I left. in person.
Mm,
But the legal here at
mm,
this organization is lying about legal. In fact, every opportunity I have for legal lies about it. I'm blacklisted from all legal representation because I'm in a legal crisis that involves a lot of crooked government officials that would give them a lot of charges. So all local
mm-hmm.
organizations are blacklist balling me and keeping me from legal representation, and I can't hire it on my phone because I'm talking to con artists that railroad and keep me from getting any kind of protection against this corruption and criminal activity. I'm just trying to prove it. So I'm not quite
Okay.
certain on why she lied about the legal in person. Instead, it was another
I'm not.
organization, and then would not let me go to the organization the minute that I left.
Mm, I'm not sure. I'm sorry
That's
that
what a lot of
happened.
people are not sure, and the feds hasn't really done a lot to see why so many people aren't sure, and I don't have rights. Just because you're not sure, I still haven't had rights all these years.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Well, let me give you my information, and then let's see what happens with this phone call. Because all these years, my phone calls are not returned. It's just a show to
Yeah.
convince people that I'm mentally ill, and my phone isn't really being hacked by con artists because they don't want anything to do with charges.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's happening.
Sure.
Um, I'm happy to take down your information. Um, do you mind providing me with?
The alarm clock is still going off.
Okay. What'd you say?
I was talking to someone else, ma'am. You do
Protection
realize that you just
order.
took the information to have someone call me back because I've already done this, and then you're trying to get me services again, and we've already established that you were going to have someone call me back. And this is a domestic violence
We can.
organization, so that gives you an idea that someone would need it for protection orders and fleeing abuse, illegal. So I
Okay.
thought we were going.
Okay.
Well, people
If
just will
you
have to.
don't,
People love to waste my time, ma'am. I'm a little, you know, flustered over that. But if I've given you all my
I get
information
it.
and I don't,
I
you got
get
my
it.
birthday and all my critical information, and I don't know who I'm giving it to all these times. That's probably how I've been
Yeah.
repeatedly defrauded out of funds. So I gave you
Yeah.
all my information to have someone call me back, and you still want to talk on the phone?
I'm sorry. I thought we were filling out the paperwork. I have your information.
That's why you
I
asked
will
me.
check
No,
in.
I told you numerous times that I've already done this in person, and I told you about the lady that had me lied about the legal and had me leave to keep me from getting legal, and everybody else was doing it. And I said, "Can you have them call me back?" You said yes, and then you persisted to ask me all these questions. There was always a disconnect. It was a disconnect at the court the other day. I was going all over the court in multiple different places because of all the disconnects. Go
Understood.
here. We forgot this paper. I'm sorry. Go here. Go there. So now, do you
Yeah.
understand that the main objective was for me to give you my information to have someone call me back? Are you so confused and still doing the application or
I
whatever anyway? Do you?
I understand, ma'am. I do.
Okay.
Um. Well, let's get off the line, and I'll check in, and I'll try to give you a call back.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Take
Bye.
care.
They really do waste my time. What she did was she got the information to have someone call me back and then ask me all these questions. And then she was doing the intake. But she was supposed to be getting my information to have someone call me back and then pretended like she didn't realize what she was doing just to spin my wheels and waste my time.